Oh, my hair! What in the world happened? Ah! Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, for another edition. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. We are back. Kind of a weird day. Kind of a weird day. Turn down the tunes. All right, let's jump into it. We are playing Barbarian today. So I rolled, well, sort of. I put together a bleed bash build that is not optimized in the least. At all. Maximum life, I want to see if I can break that down. No, we already broke one down. Okay, cool. Hey, what up, Will Ryan over on YouTube? How you doing, man? You doing okay today? Okay, so we pushed the pit a little bit. I'll give 112 another shot, but honestly, we're probably just going to end up farming at 99. Cooling? All right, cool, man. Yeah, I had some stuff I had to do today. We're off to a late start, a very late start for today. So I'm trying out this bleed bash build. But I'm probably just gonna end up farming at a lower tier. I don't know if we're gonna have the damage. Nice, thank you. Not good. I really hate losing time like this. I really hate losing time like this. This means less time for me to kill the boss, you know? Okay, let's go. Hey, what up, Airtrain? Okay. All right. 112 done. I got to take a cooldown on that. I know it didn't look like it. This is the one thing I don't like about doing the pit after tier 100, like up to tier 100, fine, but every tier after that, the health just goes up so much. And the way I like to play, and it's probably not the best way, because if you just hold down, so as you guys can see, I've switched my bash over to the D key. That way I'm not like clicking around. But what happens is you still, like, I still hold down the force stop button, which for me is holding down shift. So what I end up doing is I end up kind of holding down like this. I know it doesn't really look like it, but it's kind of like a claw pattern, holding down shift and then using my index finger on the D. And then hitting all the other buttons just to try and keep, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to manage all my cooldowns to keep the ticks of that bleed going through the roof. And like if you're doing that, if you're on point with your ticks, man, I was hitting ticks of over 100 million on the bleed, which I know is peanuts compared to some other builds. But basically what I did is I took my direct bash build and I put on the grandfather. I slotted in critical strike damage, but my weapons still have like damage to close and stuff like that. They all have critical strike damage, but what most people do, oh hey, what up Diablo girl, how you doing? What most people do is they'll take these weapons and they'll temper them with the rogue to put more critical strike damage on here. So they'll have like over 5,000 critical strike damage. I'm pitiful. I'm peanuts. I'm half of that. I'm 2,421. Just woke up from a nap. Time to grind. That's what I'm talking about. Get it, Diablo girl. Also, all of my gear is not up to 12 yet. Everything's at least 8, and then a few pieces are up to 12. Like this sword is up to 10. So, oh hey, what up, Fiction? So I'm probably gonna farm 99s. But yeah, pit tier 112 cleared. I want to try and get all my gear up to 12s. You crafted an Andes today? Let's go. Yeah, 112, which for me, like being a rando, I think, you know, that's a feather in my cap. Just being a rando small streamer. I know there's people, you got all your sigils maxed to 21 today. That's what I'm talking about, Fiction. Well done. You ran pit level 80. Yeah, Andariel is getting buffed. Are you going to be playing a rogue Diablo? Game was kind of boring solo for you. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I mean, if you're going to be on later, Fiction, there's room. I'm just going to be farming 99s, but actually, Fiction, I discovered something, and this may not change your mind anyway. You might still be down for it, but actually, whenever, like, whoever starts the pit, they get the full amount of rewards. I wasn't aware of that because guess what? I was always starting the pit. I was running some, I ran some pit with Immortalized today. You already did a tier 35 pit at level 78? Way to go, Diablo girl. Hell yeah. I ran a pit with somebody else today, and they were the host, and they were running it. I was getting half the Neath Iron. And I was like, hey, what's going on? We're doing like pit 105 here. Why am I getting like 31, 32? And they didn't know, but, you know, Immortalized is a streamer. His chat was saying, oh, well, the people playing with the person who started the pit, the person who started it gets the full amount. Everybody else gets half the rewards. I was like, what? I'm like, wait, so the enemy's scaling health per person there. It's already harder to clear. Yeah, technically you have... Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah. No. I was getting double what you were getting, Fiction. I was just straight up getting double. Yeah, so apparently if you can run it solo effectively at a high tier, it's better to do that than to run it by to run in a group. But I get it, man. Like playing with friends in Diablo, man, that's just kind of like the core of the game. You know, I've always been a bit of a solo player, but I've never balked at playing with other people. I'm like, sure, get on in here, man. You know, log in. This build is insane. My gear isn't good. My crit damage is minuscule, and the buffs aren't even in yet, and I'm melting on poison. Yeah, with Andariel's, dude, you're gonna be going nuts, Diablo girl. Yeah, it all is starting to make sense now, right, Fiction? All right. So we just cleared 112. We've unlocked up to 114. This is probably going to be around our max. I'll have to squeeze out some more damage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it down to 99 and farm some pit 99. It should be pretty easy with this setup. I got to, I want to get the grandfather maxed all the way to 12. I got lucky with the double crit on max life. Game is a grind, that's the whole deal, and I'm happy to play for a bit because I want to see all the content. But yeah, nah, not my long-term niche. Yeah, I get it, Fiction, for sure. Yeah, I like a good simple loop personally, just because I've been at work all day. My brain's already mush. I mean, obviously I wasn't at work today, but my brain's already mush. I just want to chill, so I like a nice simple loop. But not everybody else is like that. I mean, that's probably why I have grinded the shiznit out of Last Epoch, and many people are like, yo, the end game for Last Epoch is not really much there. I'm like, dude, it's a nice simple loop. I love it. I just love to relax and bullshit with chat. And this game kind of has the same thing. It has aspirational, push the pit as far as you can, but like you said, it is just a straight up grind. Oh my god, dropping it down to 99 from 112, like the difference is palpable. You haven't had this much fun with a game since OG Fable. OG Fable was, yeah, that was a time to be alive, man. Oh, OG Fable, that was a time to be alive. Yeah, for sure. Cried when the series was over. I don't know. After playing, what was that one Fable we played? What was that, Fable 3? I don't remember what Fable it was. I think it was Fable 3. Fable 3 was okay. One way it had like guns and stuff in it. Like the story was good, but you could already tell like it felt like they were on a downward trajectory, so I'm hoping Fable 4 is good. The previews look promising. Yeah, I remember, like... So, obviously, like, Fiction, we didn't play Fable 3 together, but we It was like after... It was after Texas, if you remember Fiction. Yeah, I met Fiction in Texas, but then, you know, I moved back to California. And so we'd be texting back and forth, and we were both playing Fable 3, and we both were like, game's kind of weird. I think that was 2012. Oh my God, we're running through 99 like it's nobody's business. You might, yeah, I remember it was kind of buggy. I think I did beat it like twice. Well, one I had to. There was a glitch. There was a glitch in the game where if you had saved it or just had like one continuous file and then you like quit, came out in 2010. It did come out in 2010, but there's specific reasons why. There's specific reasons why Fiction and I were playing it in 2012, and it felt like a brand new game to us. I'm just gonna put it at that. We were trying to catch up on some games, so to speak. No, same thing happened to me in Skyrim. I ran into a glitch that prevented me from progressing. I got stuck, and I had one continuous save. And I literally, like, if I had loaded up my previous save, it was like hours before that one, and that was just enough for me to put the game down. Same thing with Diablo 3, but the thing is, when I not Diablo 3, Fable 3, but when I was playing Fable 3, I had enough time to restart the game. It was a very interesting time in my life. I had just moved back from Texas to California. I was waiting for jobs to come in, so I had a lot of time to play video games. A lot of time. And honestly, that time was mostly spent trying to catch up on games I'd missed out on for 3 years. I look lonely in the pit, I should carry you. What level are you, Will? Yeah, I could probably do that. I think the biggest thing, though, is you're going to have to let me go through first. You're going to have to let me... well, I'm going to head and land asleep. Need to be up early. Got it. You're going to have to let me load in first because if you're just dying a whole bunch, Will, then that's just going to... there's no point. Because it's going to be killing the tire. Yeah, you'll stay in one place. Yeah, no problem. Okay, yeah, I'll get you in here after this. Yeah, no problem, man. Fable 3 is very close to my heart. My siblings lost their parent at 12 years old, and it hit my twin brother super hard. He got into drugs that helped me reach him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you went through that. But I could see why that game has special meaning. I do have good memories of Fable 3. I just remember some bugs. That's all. We were 12, my sister was 14, but we were taken in by an amazing couple, so it sort of worked out. Yeah, I get it, but that's very young to lose your parents. He's been 100% clean now for 8 months. I'm glad to hear that. I've had I've never had a family member on drugs, thank God, but I've had friends who I've tried to help who were on drugs. It can be very difficult. I don't know 100% of what you went through because, like I said, these were friends, and you're talking about a family member, a very close family member. But if it's anything like what it was with my friend that I had, then I get you. It's very messy, yeah. It's because you know the person they were before. And then you're dealing with the person it is now, and it's like you know that they're in there somewhere, the person that you knew, but it's very frustrating. I had one guy living with me for a couple months. He was trying to get clean. It was very difficult. Yes. I haven't, in that particular case, I eventually had to move on. I think he mostly stayed clean while he was living with me, but after I moved on, I think he went back, and so I felt terrible. But I was like, I had to continue all of my life. In that particular case, so I felt bad, but at the same time, like, hey man, take what. Yeah, it was a messy situation. So I got you, and you don't want to give up on them. You don't want them to hit bottom, right? It was. Oh, decline. All right, Will. You have to look out for number one. Nobody else will better than you. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think the situation that I went through when he let me restart the game. When he moved in with me, he was recovering and he was trying to get a better life, and he had a job, and so I was like, yeah man, you can live here for a little while, get back up on your feet and try and get into a place or something. And then the first thing that happened is he moved in with me, and within 2 days he quit his job. And I was like, whoa, wait, what? And he's like, oh yeah, no worries. I'm gonna get my job with the post office back. I'm like, okay. And it was a continual like process of trying as far as I'm aware of, he was staying clean, but he was doing nothing. And it's like, I knew the guy he was before, and I was like, come on. But eventually I just had to move on. And I think what happened is, like, shortly after he moved out, he did get his job with the post office back, but what happened is that gave him money again, and he wasn't fully back to a good place, and I think he went right back into the drugs. And so I don't know if him staying with me was... I don't think him staying with me was a way to keep him clean. I think it's just because he didn't have any money. Sending party invite. Will, you might need to restart your game, brother. I'll restart my game as well. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Because it kind of already was going past what it was supposed to. The whole thing was supposed to be a short-term thing. You know, I'd gotten into a relationship. We had gotten really close. I had this dude just sitting in my living room all day doing nothing. And, yeah. So eventually I had to ask him to move on. Will Ryan, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate it, man. Now, that person that I got into a relationship is my wife. We ended up getting married, but like, I knew I had something good. And like you said, yeah, it was awkward. Because I lived in a small little one-bedroom apartment. And the only bathroom is you had to come in through the bedroom into the bathroom. Right. Because what ended up happening is shortly after he moved out, she, like a couple months later, she moved in. All right, let's... Yeah, there we go. Now it's working. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that bug, Will, where we both have to restart our game, but there we go. So, yeah, I don't really know what's happened to him. We haven't really talked much since then. Yeah, that's crazy for sure. Oh, you might still be loading in. There we go. Yeah. I like your look, man. It looks really nice. I like the what are those tattoos on your character? Okay, you should be good. Sometimes we spawn into a pit and there's just enemies out the wazoo right at the entrance. And then what happens is the person who isn't ready for this level of content dies. It starts going on your timer, so... How am I liking Bleed? I think it's strong. I don't know what it's going to be like after... I don't know what it's going to be like after the patch. I think it'll be fine. I think Bleed Flay will be pretty strong. I'm not optimized at all. You'll stay here? Yeah, you're good. You're good now. You're switching over to Flay? I don't blame you. Yeah, it's already stronger to begin with. Bleed, but Flay's going to be off the charts. Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, shoot. And that's the thing, like... Yeah, Flay's getting a buff, and Flay's already super strong. Yeah, so Locke, if you see the gear that I have, it'll make sense why I switched over to Bleed Bash. It's basically the same gear I was using for Direct Bash. So it's not optimized for Bleed Bash at all. But it's still pretty strong. But at this moment in time, it's different, but the damage is relatively the same, if that makes sense. I personally like the bleed stacks. I think it's cool seeing the bleed ticks for, you know, tens of millions of damage. It just looks satisfying to me. Double swing with Dust Devils. Oh, that's pretty good. Will, do you think you'll try out the Whirlwind Dust Devils? Because Whirlwind's getting a pretty big buff. Whirlwind this season has been my favorite build. It's just the damage wasn't there for pushing the pit, so that's why I switched over to Bash. What's your bleed ticks, Lock? Oh, excuse me. $100 mil. I've gotten up to 100 mil, but it's takes some work. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chad. You've seen higher numbers? That's good, man. No, that's not too bad at all. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Masterwork it. It takes so long to get some of the stuff. So, Will, I think you'll be all right if you take the portal when it opens up. Just don't stand too close to the barrier. Like just stand back here. That way you can just get in here. You'll get XP from the boss. Well, you probably already get XP from the boss, but you can get your loot quicker. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so at this point, I'm not entirely sure. I would have to get a lot more critical strike damage on the gear for the bleed to really be Giga Chad. And like I said, this was my direct bash setup, so like some of the gear I have damage to close and bash cleaves. I do have critical strike damage on a couple pieces. Obviously we got the grandfather, but to really make those bleed ticks go insane, I'm gonna need to get more critical strike damage on the gear. Oh, well, he watched me on the laptop. Appreciate the dedication, bro. You got a Steam Deck? Rogue ally. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you also have a Steam Deck, but you're using a Rogue ally. Got it. You collect them all. Okay, Mom. Play my Legion Go work on downtime. So do you just got a handheld PC to just suit whatever your mood is? Well, I got my ass handed to me in T40 because I'm not even level 80, but damn, I was dead watching them bleed poison for 150 to 300k. Well done, Diablo girl. I mean, sorry to hear that you die, but well done on the damage. Yeah, it was just the pre-buff test phase. It was just the best use case. I will say I do feel like the direct bash that I had going on was a tad bit tankier. Felt just a little bit tankier. One thing I do like about Bleed is I can, like, hit a group of enemies. Get the bleed ticks going, and then walk away. Once I know, like, oh, okay. Like, this is, yeah, they're dead, right? Yeah. You can just keep moving on now. Go to the next pack. Mr. Groovy Pickle, what's up, man? I like that name. Gone. +4 to Rend. Hello, TY2I. You're very welcome. +4 to Rend. Is Rend a thing? Well, I'll hold on to it for now. Let's try a Holy Bolts run. Bleed Bash. Oh, all good. No worries. Oh yeah, no worries, man. It happens. Is there an enemy there? No. Okay, you're good. You should be good now. Holy damn, man. Those bleed ticks with that elixir. Holy frick. I've never tried Bleed Bash with an elixir. You're a rogue? Oh, nice, nice. At least for now, while the elixir's doing what it's doing. Holy frick. I'm not very well optimized for bleed, but damn, this Holy Bolts is going nuts. I just wanted to try out the concept. Yeah, we got fellow rogue enthusiasts in the chat. Mr. Pickle, you're in a good spot. Diablo Girl is all about the rogues right now. Mr. Groovy Pickle, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Dang, man. Holy Bolt's elixir's no joke. Your heart's stuck on tier 116. I cleared 112 and I pushed up to 114. I haven't attempted it yet. I decided I was going to farm some more. Yeah, 116 is fabulous, man. You heard the pit's getting easier? Yes, they're going to be lowering the health of, I believe, some of the bosses. But Holy Bolts is getting nerfed. Yeah, I don't typically run Holy Bolts that much. I don't like relying on it, but it's fun to try it out every once in a while. And I can see why the meta with the bleed build has been with the Holy Bolts elixir. This is very powerful. And you know what? Since it's getting nerfed, might as well use it now, you know? I got lots of them. You definitely rely on it? Yeah, but I kind of don't blame you because, like, the enemy's health at these higher tiers is nuts. I will make a final push later on using the Holy Bolts elixir. Seeing that we hit 112 without, like, we cleared 112 without Holy Bolts elixir. I think that's fine. That's not necessarily amazing for Bleed Bash, but it'd be kind of cool to see, you know, how much further we can go with the Holy Bolts elixir. Sometimes it'll say I died and I killed myself, but I already know I died to something. I haven't had a situation where I'm just walking along and I die for no apparent reason. Most of the time I have a good idea why I died, but the game will tell you, you killed yourself. It's like, no, it was that exploding fire monster or something. Which I guess, in a weird backwards way, you did kill yourself because you killed the monster and then they exploded. You got a clip of you getting hit by an invisible monster? Oh no. Oh my god, I know it's the holy bolts, but oh frick. We got killed. I was like, I know it's the holy bolts, but we were ticking for 214 million on the bleed. And then I got killed. Sucks you in. Dang. Yeah, okay. That's probably the highest I've seen my ticks go, but I know that's because of holy bolts. The highest I had seen my ticks go was like 112 million a tick on the bleed. That took some finagling, but like, dang, when that holy bolt procced, those ticks were bumping. Dude, so Locke, if you're still there, man, like, what kind of bleed ticks have you gotten with holy bolts, bro? Like, you said you were getting 100 million base. You gotta be ticking for the billions. Well, I don't know about the billions, but you gotta be ticking for a lot. If you're running on holy bolts. Yeah, we might need to run some incense in that case. Yeah, holy bolts OP. They said the world boss was spawning soon. We might have missed it. I don't see it. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, there it is. 14 minutes. We can run another pit. Yeah, well, I'm gonna run this one more time, and then I'm gonna go do the world boss. It's in 14 minutes. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mr. Groovy Pickles. I really like that little emote you got there. That's cool. A little wiggle. Appreciate the help. Yeah, no problem. Well, and then I'm probably going to come back to this. You don't have to leave, Will. I'm just letting you know that after this pit run, I'm going to go wait at the world boss. Oh, you remember when the world boss was hard to beat? Yeah, server slam weekend. Even when the game came out, the world boss was kind of a joke. Like the first few world bosses, like maybe like the first 2 world bosses were kind of hard because everybody was still trying to like get their builds going, but... Should be the hardest boss. It'd be cool if they dropped like some cool like cosmetics that you can only give. Like, since they drop resources, I don't know if I agree they should be the hardest boss. But if they like only drop like cosmetics that let others know like, yo, I was part of a squad that took out the world boss, you know, like, I think that'd be cool. But since they're such a necessity for resources, it's kind of a feels bad if you spend like 10-15 minutes trying to kill it and then it ends up running away. What if they had like a roaming world boss, man? I don't know if they can code that into the game. Like, that could be cool, you know? So, Mr. Pickle, what do you think about raids coming to the game? I know Diablo hasn't called them raids, right? But what do you think about this new group activity coming with the expansion? Oh, what? This freaking cheese ball. Freaking cheese ball. Come on, you can do it, Will. Come on. Oh, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm just gonna go wait at the world boss. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink, chat. I'll be right back.
And then turn her over and bang, up the butt. And this is where you need a small knob. Imagine you're holding a tennis racket or a little whisk. La 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 la. I have returned, chat. Alright. Let's see what Will's got going on. Oh. Look at this Harlequins. He got the double crit on cooldown? Nice. It's got Tyrael's Might. Ariad's Blessing. Yin's Bearing. Yin's Blessing. Oh, let me guess, Will. You're using a max roll guide, huh? I'm not bashing max roll. It's just, for whatever reason, Snail, the guy who does all the guides there, every single barbarian build, Ramalandes and a mace. Every single, I'm like, dude, man, just go marry Ramalandi right now, man. Just propose. Yeah, the world boss is a joke, but I need it. No, like, Will, it's like literally every single guide. Ramalandes, mace. Ramalandes, mace. It's like they never heard of another combo. Now, like I said, I'm not bashing it. I was just like, well, dang, man. Love Ramalandes. that double swing. That was a nice amulet, man. Damage resists all cooldown. See, like, look, I was able to get attack speed, critical strike chance, and greater affix cooldown on this amulet, but then I screwed up the tempers, but it was like, bro, I gotta use what I gotta use. I couldn't get imposing presence. I couldn't get damage to close. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna rock with this, but it's not a complete failure. It's not like it's bricked. If we open up the skill tree here, Guttural Yell is not terrible. It's a damage reduction. Yeah, you hate messing up tempers. For real. See, Guttural Yell is not terrible. It's a damage reduction. You use the shout skill and you cause enemies near around you to deal 16% less damage, right? It wasn't terrible. It's not, imposing presence levels of extra health, but it's not bad for damage reduction. That dual wield build is pretty fire, but yeah, it's not the only build. I use Cliptis dual wield bash build and it's great. I'm not a big fan of max roll. I typically enjoy the builds on max roll. I just found that when it came to the Barbarian builds on max roll, they were very one note. Every build was Romulandi's mace, and like I said, I'm not gonna bash that, but I was like, let me try out Rob's builds, and he puts all his builds on D4 planner, or D4 builds. But I used the max roll guide for the Whirlwind, and it was very strong. Of course, you use Romulandi's and a mace. I used a lot of max rolls guides for Last Epoch. Mostly because I really like the rider for the Sentinel. The rider for the Sentinel on max roll is Volca for Last Epoch, and that dude's a legend. That dude's an absolute legend. So I was like, yeah, I will use. I'm not gonna bash that. I see what you did there. Yeah, it's a double entendre, right? World boss spawning soon. You don't say.
Yeah, so for everybody who's here, if you're new here, I'm Babbling Bike, and I stream a lot of action RPGs. I really like Last Epoch. I know we're playing D4 right now, but I'm going back to Last Epoch on Monday. So if that is something you're interested in, just let me know. I'm excited for the news cycle. We're going to be playing... last time I was playing Last Epoch, I was playing that Divine Bolt Paladin build. We're going to be picking back up there. I already pushed the corruption to like 900. Like it was nothing. So I'm curious to see like how far we can push it. Try Last Epoch, it seems okay. Yeah, the chief... I guess the chief complaint is there's not a lot of endgame, but for me, the endgame's fine because it's a nice, simple loop, right? I like the fact that the endgame is endless, so to speak, the difficulty. Now, it gets a little kind of, wait, I'm just getting stronger for the sake of getting stronger to just do the same exact activity I've been doing at a higher difficulty, but at the same time, it's kind of like what we're already doing in the pit. A nice simple activity that you gear up to do at a harder difficulty. And then you get bragging points. So they got a ton of builds on Last Epoch. Ton of variety. I've been kind of missing it, so I'm looking forward to getting back into it. Now, they said they're bringing pinnacle bosses with this next update. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to be like and how it compares to their current bosses. It's still saying world boss spawning soon in the dry steppes. Yeah, no problem. Back. Boss is dead, Will. Come and collect your loot. Try pushing the pit tonight? Okay. What are you doing, like 120s? $125. Excellent. Is that with the Holy Bolts elixir? Because if that's not, bro, dude, you could probably push further. I tried doing some runs with the Holy Bolts. Oh, 125, you got Bramble, ouch. No Holy Bolt. Dude, give it a try, man. Well, I mean, I know it's about to get nerfed, so maybe you don't want to get used to it, for sure. I figured it's getting nerfed, so I might as well, you know, try it out. But I could understand not wanting to use it and then relying on it, then it gets nerfed, and then you're like, well, frig. I got used to pushing this far with a busted mechanic. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was anti-Holy Bolts. I just didn't like using it. I didn't like leaning on it, you know? And then you're somewhere you're not supposed to be. Now it's nerfed, and now you can't function without it. Yeah, no. You got completely valid reasons. Same reasons I was thinking. Because, like, without using holy bolts, the highest ticks I ever saw on my bleeds were 112 million. I use holy bolts against the boss, you know, one with like some minions on it. Bro, I was like ticking for 200-300 million. And I was like, damn. What the actual frick? Now I know why everybody uses this in the end game. And then I also understand why everybody puts that asterisk there. Like, oh yeah, but you did that with holy bolts, bro. I mean, okay, that's very respectable. 10 minutes left on the clock at 120. Yeah. Yeah, see, look, I just started. I was ticking for 30 million. The holy bolts went off, and I started ticking for 250 million. Jeez. I think I can do it. Just not gotta die. Right, if you die once, that completely messes up your clock. Oh man, yeah, and like I understand, like the health just goes so high at that point. So especially after the nerfs go through, you can then go back and be like, pre-nerf, I was hitting 124, 125. Or maybe higher, you know, if you optimize before that patch comes out. And then you can see what you get after the nerfs to boss health. Cleared 150. When did it clear 150? Like today? Like I knew it was up there, but frick. And I know that one does not use holy bolts. Yesterday. Oh, okay, okay, makes sense. Isn't this just the season of surprises? The class that everybody said was probably going to be doing the worst is, you know, has the best clears, and they're not using the holy bolts gimmick. I saw so many, you know, tier lists that had Sorcerer ranked as probably being 5th overall. It needs serious love, and here they are, not using holy bolts, has the highest clears. I mean, it's hilarious. Everybody was like, oh dude, necromancers are gonna rule this season. The only way necromancers have ruled the season has been with holy bolts. all those like necromancers on the tier list, all those builds have taken serious like hits because of their reliance on holy bolts. Now, to be fair, some of these bleed bash barbs have also had the same thing. That's true. No, you're right. You're right. You know, at least Barbarian's got a couple different builds that have pushed, you know, 135 plus. Yeah, it's only going to push higher.
I need time to do that.
Use a shatter and shatter's getting buffed. Oh, hell yeah. Jeez, that is so loud. Sorry, chat. Okay. Oh, man. Yo, well, I'm just gonna leave this one, man. Hey, what up, Gorsh? I'm gonna have to restart my game. Try and get Will back in here. It was kind of hot in here, so no. It was hot in here, so I opened up my window, forgetting that at 10 o'clock, being a former military base, they're going to play taps over the loudspeakers here to signal that it's 10 o'clock, and it was so incredibly loud. And I was like right in the middle of like this boss fight, and it oh dude, oh man. Well, it just went off and my window was wide open, so it was, oh, my head's kind of splitting right now. Normally I have my window closed when that happens. Hey, thanks a lot. 1 a.m. here, gonna hit the sack. Yeah, no problem, Will. Catch you later. I'm gonna need a moment. Yeah, that was, oh man, that was like, oh, it was so loud. Yeah, normally I have my window closed. You're awesome. Yeah, no problem, Will. Glad I could help, bro. I need a moment. How'd the farming with Immortalized go, Gorshy? You got 4 Ubers out of 5 runs, and you got a total of 4 Ubers. Bro. Tutorials, a Shaco, and a Celix. Yeah, how am I doing on
resources. Okay, I'm one Stygian stone away from 5 runs. Of course, I need the other resources for 5 runs, but I always find myself with more Stygian stone than the other resources. Yeah, they're fortunate at the moment. They still are? I figured with the change, they're more common now, right? Or is it still people are just buying them up? They're ridiculous. Here, let me go level some of my gear. $40 to $60 a piece. So that one guy that I saw in the world chat, the world trade chat, selling them for $30 a piece, that was a steal then. Let's temper this. You should buy them when they do that. Oh, well, that's the thing, though. I didn't have that kind of gold at the time. All right. Okay. I would love to hit the cooldown reduction. Isn't Andy such a good support class? Yeah, that was pretty disgusting on teams. We hit maximum life. Well, I'm fine with the cooldown reduction. We hit cooldown reduction first, so I wasn't gonna try and, double crit it. Do one of those and go. Hey, what up, Viet John? Oh, Immortalized sent me? Oh, Immortalized sent you my way. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome. Yeah, Immortalized is a good dude. How you doing tonight, sir?
Gonna play the Whirlwind with buffs. Gotta try it at least. Yeah, Whirlwind's been my favorite build this season. It's just, you know, it was lacking the damage. So with the new damage increases. Okay, so weird as it sounds, I actually need to quite possibly crit the armor. Actually, no, I don't need to crit the armor. I just need to get an extra 100 armor out of this. I said, as weird as it sounds, I need to crit the armor, but I think I just... Because I'm 100 armor off. You see, when I swapped the build, over from my previous build, from the bash build to the bleed build, should bring up the armor. Okay, I crit the movement speed. It did not. I'm still 100 armor off. 127 to be exact. Now, once I get some more Neath Iron, I could upgrade this Grandfather and get the all stats. Because I lost a little over 200 some odd strength, which was what was helping me hit armor cap with my old sword, but that was part of the direct bash build. Okay, well, this is close enough. I could probably run no, probably not Ancient Times, but I could probably craft Soothing Spices. Let's craft like 3. Okay, let's see where we're at with Soothing Spice. Yeah, with Soothing Spices, we're barely over the cap. We're 23 over the cap. Let's try a 114. And, you know, just to be safe, we're going to pop another Holy Bolts Elixir. 10:30 on the nose. Let's go. Okay, that was 114 cleared. I unlocked 3 tiers out of that. $117. Let's go. Reckless abandon. Jump right into it. Just go, 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 go. Nothing much. We're just pushing the pit. We're at 117 right now. What about you? How'd your stream go? Gorsh was telling me that you found a number of Ubers. Well done. Yeah, I'm not feeling as good about this one, chat. Like the health has gone up by so much just from 3 tiers ago. That was good. Another busy night of boss farming. You got a bunch. Feel bad for this guy. Emil, though, he's like 300 runs without any Ubers. Oh my gosh, that's a feels bad. What the? Okay, I see what's happening. I think I'm just going to abandon the run. I don't have enough time to kill him, but he's like stacking all his little frost underneath my feet, and I don't see him in time. They all explode and one-shot me. Okay. So we cleared 114, pushed to 117. Yeah, he's like stacking so many little frost circles underneath my feet. It just becomes a one-shot. Well, let's go back to some 99s. Nice. Man, I feel bad for, like, is Emil doing the Uber runs? Like Uber Duriel, Uber and Dariel. Tormented, yeah. It's not like you can give them an Uber either. You can't be all like, here, take this. I mean, oh, yeah. I mean, especially when you already get that many. I mean, that's dedication, though, for you. 300 tormented runs, not a single Uber yet. I was going through a dry spell, but nothing like that. Oh my word. Has he only done Duriel? Like, I was getting nothing from Duriel. Then I went and killed Andariel Tormented a couple times, and boom, there you go. I feel like Duriel's a little too stingy. And there's other times he's not, for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, but... So, Immortalized, I had to break the news to a couple of my friends, telling them, you know, I just learned today that if you're playing with somebody in the pit and they're running it and you're not, you're getting half the rewards at least. Like I'm telling like the guys who always just like run with me, like Fiction, Trader, you know, like the guys you almost always see in here if I'm running with somebody, and they're like, what? Yeah, because like you said, the enemies are harder. They're scaled for more players, yet the people running with you don't get as much. Okay, just had to check that. Well, because ARPGs have always been seen as like a solo player type thing, and team play's always been criticized in Diablo. Like, how many people complain that, oh, well, in order to get the most out of it, I have to play with people, and I'm antisocial, right?
instead of de-incentivizing it, they should do what like last Epoch did, right? With the factions. Oh, hey, you just want to play solo? You don't want to trade with other people? Look, you get more loot. I've personally been a part of the I don't care. Okay, cool. They're playing together and they get more resources, and I play solo and I don't get as much. Well, I chose to play solo, so why am I gonna go legislate to be like, well, since I want to play solo, those people should not get more advantages for playing together? I've never gotten that. I've never gotten that. Like, yeah, I largely play solo, but I mean, that's like telling somebody your fun is wrong. Easy fixes to be made, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. Oh, right. So Immortalized, did you see the did you see a few of the teasers? I think we were talking about this earlier. You said you only saw like a few of the first couple teasers. But did you see that they have one of the teasers is for the Circle of Fortune, the rank 10 is now you get better boss drops. You'll watch those later when you wake up. Only seen the first teaser. Yeah, dude. One of the latest teasers is Circle of Fortune rank 10. You get 150% increased boss drops from like, if they have a drop, you get 150% increase. Like, it's up to boss specific. So like the monolith bosses. Yeah. Yeah, I hope they do away with the, hey, a set item drop, you get the whole set. I hope that goes away, man. Like get rid of that garbage, man. Get rid of that garbage. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It was a bit rubbish after a while. You don't say. Yeah, there's just so many greens littering the field. I mean, assuming you didn't have it like filtered out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Void Knight. I think that's going to be a good play.
Catch you later, man. Oh, what the? Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Catch you later, Immortalized. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, hey, what up, Robo Power? Whiskey all night. I'm on 1 HP. What kind of whiskey you drinking, man? Okay, what kind of masterwork have we got? Oh. Almost gets us there. Dude, if we could crit that life, it'll be fun. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for tonight. I'm feeling pretty tired. It's getting pretty late here. We got off to a bit of a late start. I will not be live tomorrow, but I'll be live on Monday, and we're going to be going back to Last Epoch. It's time. I'm going to be playing that Divine Bolt Paladin build. That was popping off there. We'll see how far we can push it. We're getting ready. We're getting ready for Cycle 2 launch, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. You guys take care. Cheers.